What's up everybody, another beautiful day on the Dragon Isles, and today I'll be covering everything you need to know about BM Hunters for M+ and raiding, going over different builds, single target and AoE, how to play, rotation priority, stat weights and all that good stuff. So first things first, let's go over the different builds, and I'll have links for all of them in the descriptions below that you can import. Starting off with the AoE build, suitable for M+ and raid fights with adds. So for this we get Aspect of the Beast, Animal Companion and Training Expert, so we can get an extra pet, our pets do more damage, and our pet buffs are stronger, as well as Killer Command for more kill command damage, multi-shot Beast Cleave and Kill Cleave, so our pets auto attacks and kill commands hits all nearby targets. War Orders, which is a main contributor to how this build plays. Anytime you barbed shot, there's a 50% chance to reset kill command. Then we get Stomps, or our pet's AoE when you fire barbed, and Thrill of the Hunt, so get up to 9% crit from stacking barbed. Wild Call and One with the Pack for more barbed shot resets, because more barbed procs means more kill commands and more bestial wrath, and they do a ton of damage as well. Then we get Dire Beast for some single target chompiness, but also the 5% haste buff, which is great for AoE. Lastly, we spec into all the bestial wrath talents with Piercing Fang, so we can reduce bestial wrath cooldown with every barbed shot, and we get 2 barbed shots whenever we enter bestial wrath, which not only helps a ton with frenzy uptime, but you always enter bestial wrath with 2 charges, meaning you'll always be able to fish for kill command resets at the start of your main cooldown. And as far as utility goes, you'll have my suggestion in the build linked in the description, but there's room to move things around, depending on what you need. So the key talents are Beastmaster, improved kill command, and Alpha Predator, as well as serrated shots, keen eyesight, and Death Chakram. You can also get either Master Marksman or more serrated shot points, and Steel Trap for some more single target damage. I also recommend picking up Binding Shot, Intimidate, or Entrapment for more control, so you can AoE root and stun, as well as Trank Shots, so you can purge and soothe, and interrupt of course. Hopefully that's of course. But if you're going into raids and the fights don't have interruptible spells, or you won't need Binding Shot, etc, you should swap those around for something else. Perhaps that cool thing called Survival or Defensives? I hear healers scream about them. Now swapping over to the single target side of life, Dire Beasties are back. So the big difference here is we'll spec into all Dire Beast talents, so Dire Beast, Command, Frenzy, and Pack, as well as Bloodshed, so that kill command has a 30% chance to spawn a Dire Beast. They last 2 seconds longer and deal 60% more damage, and Dire Pack, which is every 5th Dire Beast you spawn, reset kill command cooldown and reduces its cooldown and focus cost by 50%, which enables us to spew out a ton of kill commands during these proc windows, which in turn spawns more Beast, which procs more Dire Packs, etc. Then Bloodshed is just a mini pseudo cooldown, if you will, great to line up with Bestial Wrath or Dire Beast, or both. Now to get these points, you spec out of multi-shot, Beast Kill Cleave, One with the Pack, and Brutal Companion. And that single target build would only be used if there's no extra targets on a fight like Taros in the new raid, whereas on a fight like Eggnog or Council, you'd for sure want to go with the AoE build. Big brain! So how does the rotation look for this build? Well, it might be hard to wrap your heads around the complexity that is Beast Mastery Hunter rotation, but it goes a little something like this. So you want a barbed shot if Frenzy has less than 1.5 sec remaining, kill command if you're about to reach 2 charges of it, as you never want to waste any kill command cooldown if you can avoid it. During Dire Pack procs, this often requires back-to-back spamming of kill command. Oh no! Bloodshed and Death Chakram on cooldown does not have to be lined up, just use them on cooldown. Bestial Wrath on cooldown, kill command, barbed shot if you're about to get 2 charges, or if Bestial Wrath has less than 20 sec cooldown left, as barbed will reduce its cooldown and you get 2 stacks of barbed when you pop Bestial Wrath, so it's good to deplete your barbed shot before. Dire Beast on cooldown, kill shot if available, and fill anything else with Cobra shots. So on pull, as far as opener goes, you want to start with Bloodshed and Death Chakram into 2 barbed shot, Bestial Wrath, 1 barbed and a kill command, then proceed with the aforementioned rotation, which more often than not plays out to be alternating between kill command and barbed shot, with Cobras in between and cooldowns on cooldown. Now as far as AoE rotations go, the above is still true, the only difference is you now need to maintain Beast Cleave by multi-shotting every 5 sec or so, when there's less than 1 sec left on Beast Cleave. And you want to multi-dot with barbed shot whenever possible, so if you're getting a lot of barbed reset, you want to barbed different targets for extra damage, as barbed shot is a bleed. I can also greatly recommend the add-on that I'll probably butcher the pronunciation, Hekili, which is a rotation helper if you will, showcasing what you should be pressing, and it works extremely well and helps a ton when you need to learn new builds rotation or just free up some brain space. Now moving on, I want to talk pets. Damage wise, there's no difference between pets, so instead look at utility and buffs. Tenacity pet gives you defensive cooldowns and more max health. Ferocity gives you bloodlust and leech. Cunning gives you movement speed and crowd control removal / immunity. Now I recommend having at least one of each for whenever the need arises. But other than that, it really doesn't matter what pets you run. Most of the time as BM, you'll run Tenacity Spirit Beasts, as they're great for raiding as you get defensive, and Spirit Mend, which you can macro and use as a hot for yourself or other players. But there's fights where more movement speed or crowd control immune will make a huge difference. WoW pet AI is not doing well. So to help, you should macro pet attacks into all of your main rotational abilities. Yes, all. The macros look like this. So by adding in, for example, pet attack and claw, bite, smack into your abilities, you ensure maximum usage of said pet abilities and pet uptime as well. So I have this bound to multi-shot, barbed, kill command, kill shot, and cobra shot. Now on top of this, whenever you kill command or barbed, your pets will dash towards that target. So make sure to use this when your pet is being a slowpoke or when you need to swap targets. You don't have to wait for it to waddle over there. I'll be there soon! Now going over stat weights, they've never been closer, and the rule of thumb right now will largely be item level is king. Otherwise, if possible, anything but versatility, because a lot of the time they'll just be extremely close in value to the point where it really doesn't matter. But sometimes they'll shift over and favor one over the other. So unless it's a ring or a neck, item level will almost always win. Now going over to enchants and gems, the same is true when it comes to things like ring enchants and all your gems. Sim yourself. See if it wants mastery, haste, or crit. For your weapon, you want high intensity thermal scanner. Chest, you want waking stats, and for your leggies, you want fierce armor kit or the cheaper reinforced armor kit. For consumables, Phial of Tepid versatility will be the best for single target raids most of the time. Phial of Glacial Fury for M+ or raid fight with tons of add spawning. And as far as potions goes, you want Elemental Potion of Power or Ultimate Power. And for your weapon, you want completely safe rockets, which is your weapon augment consumable. Food, you want Feast or Fated Fortune cookies. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the BM Hunter guide for all your PvE needs. Hope this helps, and if you have any questions at all, or if there's something I've missed that you would have liked me to cover, please hit me up in the comments. Hope this helps. Let me know what you thought of this guide, and if you'd like more BM Hunter updates throughout the expansion. Don't forget the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. It really helps me out. I stream progression and testing on Twitch, Stankie Gaming. Make sure to check out my Patreon if you want to help support me and my work. As a patron, you get access to the Stankie Gaming Discord, shoutouts and videos, and tons of other stuff, so check it out. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.